गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पता शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुस्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे। हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे हरे हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव नारायण वासुदेव 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे बोली श्री कृष्ण हरे मुरारे 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण हरे मुरारे हरे मुरारे हरे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव यण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। We will see today the summary of 6th chapter. How the thought has developed, and as you know, it has 47 verses. And in the 47 verses, around 6 topics are covered. The need for the chapter arises because there is a process to change the identification with the body to identification with the self. Vasana changing process, internalizing process, where me and Vyavhar and Vedanta are not two different things. Meditation is that which allows the Vedantic knowledge that Atma is the seer, or Atma is the Nitya, or Atma is the Akarta, to go into the innermost chambers of our personality. To know something is one thing, but to have the vasana of that is another thing. I know some person, he is good person. But to have the vasana of that, that is different thing. I know this saint very good. I know him very well. But to have a samskar and vasana of that saint, that I cannot live without him, this is another thing. Knowing is not internalizing. Many saints we know that he is a good saint. Or I know somebody, he is not a good person. But feeling repelled by it and remembering him, his badness, is another thing. I know him, he is not a good person, but hating him is another thing. So I know that Atma is there, Brahman is there. Atma is of the nature of unconditioned self. But that is my attractive point, most attractive point. And I am very having the impression of that I cannot help thinking about that. From the point of knowing to the point of I cannot live without thinking continuously. This process is called meditation actually. So two things meditation will do. First thing, it will create the samskar of the limitlessness of the self. And second thing, vasana will take away the samskar of the joy in world and finitude in me. You will see in Panchadashi, this is called as Dharma Megh Samadhi by Vidyaranya Swami. It will come in the end of first chapter only. I like Bhagavad Gita very much, is one thing. But if you really like so much, then you cannot live without chanting it. Then is one other thing. I like the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. But I like it. I have sense of importance. No, but I have to do 50 malas, 100 malas. Unless I do 50 at least, I am not happy. I am pulled. While talking only, I start doing jap. Or I keep on doing jap. So that is a different matter. So meditation is the obliterating the vasana of the not self. That world is very important. World is very having joy. It can give me sorrow, it can give me lot of fulfillment. And second, I am limited creature, born and ready to die. I am belonging to family. The limitation on the self, this vasana, and the joy of the world, this vasana. This is removed by meditation. And therefore, one vasana to bring and one vasana to take, both the process is called dhanabhyas. Don't think it is like that. Knowing won't help because there are other programming, wrong programming has been done. It won't allow the new thought to go into us. We'll be externalizing the Vedantic studies. It won't allow others to come inside. Because this has been nurtured for very, very long time. So supposing you want to enter into my room, so first you have to enter the ashram outside gate. Then you have to enter the turnstile gate. If you are not knowing and nobody is there around and you also you have not informed, Tanamika is not there and she also does not open. You can see from the office, no? Huh? If you don't recognize, you don't open. It has happened that you don't recognize the person. Huh? So you can talk also, no? Acha. So you can ask who is there. Don't open still. Find out who has really asked. Supposing this Swamiji has called, so confirm from me. Otherwise, this say he has called and then he comes inside. So this process is twofold is there. So then you have to cross the turnstile gate. Then third, you have to cross this gate. What is that called? Staircase gate. Staircase gate. Crossing 3 gates, then you can go into veranda. Then my room has to be open from outside. Outside. Even if sometime outside is open, inside is closed most of the time. Very easy to come outside, but inside you cannot enter so easily. So at least 3 gates, 4 gates you have to cross, then you can meet. Still I have to see whether I have given time or not to you, otherwise I won't meet you. Similarly, when you want to go to the most innermost chambers of yourself, so there are certain gates. First thing, world should be made little less important. There should be way through the world. And the way through which you negate the importance of the world and increase the importance of the God. You make the world a stepping stone and not a stumbling block. That is called your Karma Yoga Sadhana. And therefore, 1st to 9th verses are dedicated to Bahirang Sadhana. In Bahirang Sadhana, number 1 is Karma Yoga Sadhana, or you become Nishkam, Nirapeksh, Nirahankari, and Nirdvanda. Slowly say. So, Nishkam means there is no worldly things don't have any big attraction for you. Nothing appeals to you more. It is good, but not that I am very much after it. Second was Nirahankari. I don't want any self-importance. That vasana is gone. Third is Nirapeksh. I don't have that, I have expectation. Fourth is Nirdvandva. I'm not buffeted up and down because I don't have relations and don't have Ragdvesh, so I don't have the chance to go up and down. And fifth is Akrodha. I am not very angry person. That which deals with 5 things in our personality is called Karma Yoga Sadhana, and this was mentioned that Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yah sa sannyasi sa yogi cha na niragni na chakriha. First slok was there in 6th chapter. So world is, you live in the world, but you find a way that you are not, you come out clean of all experiences. You meet people in this world, but come out cleaning out of that person is challenging. Because you may get attached, you may get dislike, you may become ahankari. So that person didn't make me unclean or tainted from inside. Come out clean out of experiences. Some experience has come, but I have come out clean. That means I am not holding on to anything cheaper or smaller. I am not becoming more kami, or I have not become more krodhi, or I have not become more ahankari, or I have not become more expecting with you. Moment kamna, krodh, apeksha, ahankara, dvand, if they are brought down, then it is called you have come out clean. But if either of the 5 things have increased, if my desire has increased, or infatuation is increased, or my anger has increased with you, or my ego has increased with respect to you, or you are affecting me, I am going up and down. So, or I expect a lot. If 5 things have increased after interacting with you, that means I have become unclean, I have failed with you as a person. It was a prarabdha that you met me and I met you. It was my fate, and I lived with you for 5 months, 1 year, 2 years. Who will live with anybody forever? Maybe 3 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years. But I didn't come out with flying colors with this relation. This relation made me down. Before meeting you, I was a better person. I was a much more clear person. I was much more nishkam. I was very happy. Maybe I was less reactive. Maximum anger was towards you in my life. Maximum calm was towards you. Or maximum ahankar was because of you. So actually with you I failed. Maybe I am a very good professional. Maybe people know me as very well. But I think if I name 3 persons in my life who I got too much affected with their hatred or dislike, maybe you are there. It's not your mistake, but I have failed. So Karma Yoga prepares you so that you don't fail in any experiences. It can be job, it can be person, it can be success. This also success has gone in his head. Success, with this success he has become very egoistic. With this success he has become he expects a lot from me now. ये तो गलत बात है भाई. Karma means deduction of 5 things and increasing of love of God, gratitude towards God. Love, gratitude, dependency from God. From world dependency, from world apeksha, I come to Ishwar apeksha. Somewhere I have to lean, somewhere I have to fall on. So, kamana is for the God, and identity is of the God, godly person, and dependency is on the God. These 3 things has increased. This is called that he has passed with that person. I was reading, once Sri Uriya Baba was sitting in a Khandana University. So I think he was not a Swami, I don't know. One person came and he started shouting on Swamiji. And he said, Baba, इनको कान पकड़ के बाहर निकाल दीजिए. Hold his ear and throw him out. Hold his ear and throw him out. 3-4 times he said. And literally he held the ear and took him out. So after all thing happened, within half an hour, 1 hour, Swamiji came back inside. Baba was very sad. ऐसे मुंह लटका के बैठे थे. So Swamiji asked, what happened, Baba? He said, he was saying so many times I was quiet. I should have at least asked him not to say like that. Then Swamiji said, but nothing happened. He was playing with me. Baba got up and embraced. Bole, tum jeet gaye. With this experience, you have won. Because you didn't harbor hatred or anger. Anger nahi aaya. And therefore you have won here. He was not playing. He must be seriously saying all these things. Nobody will say like that to any elder person or any person who is about 20-25 ki kaan pakad ke nikal do isko. Even parents don't say to the children once they are elder. You know? So Karma Yoga, you develop the capacity to pass through the person. It can be experience, it may be failure in the work. I failed in some job. Another person, my colleague, passed very well. If ahankar is there, you will have inferiority complex. Complex, understand, no? You know he is better. And knowing that he is better, you feel bad. You are not happy about it. If somebody is better and I feel better, I feel good, no, he is better than me. Many times Dhoni praised Sachin. So it is not that after praising he felt bad. That he is better than me and his stances are better, and very openly he used to say. I have seen that. And many good players of India, colleagues, they used to openly say that he was something to watch on the crease. What about you? I'm much lower than him. I'm not that good. I'm not that great like him. And accept the fact with anybody. You will feel very relieved. You struggle when you don't accept it. You know the fact, but somehow you are not happy about it. This is called failed with that person's goodness. So you fail with relation, or you fail with a job, or you fail with the success, or you fail with the failure. Failure is not in terms of external thing. Failure is something internal in 5 areas. What is the development in 5 areas? So Karma Yoga makes you more matured in that manner. You are less failing less now. This was the first point. Second point discussed was, there are 4 points discussed from 1st to 9th verse. Second point, Bahirang sadhana is going on, don't forget. Second point discussed was Arurukshu and Arugaruda. The Karma Yoga should take you to Arurukshu. You remember one thing in our Shastra, Pravritti should culminate in Nivritti. Some Nivritti means withdrawal. Withdrawal from whole world and whole action. There is no, if you are in the Pravritti at all time, then it is a sign that I was not having devotion. The action should culminate in actionlessness. Then only it will be proved that this person has gone deeper into himself. Second point, this was mentioned. Third point which was mentioned was called self-control. Uddhared atmanatmanam na atmanam samsadhet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. Dekho, self-control means what? Whatever is your instrument, if they are not under your control, you will never feel, you cannot use it. You can use the car when you know that brake is following me or steering is following me, or I know where is the horn, I don't know where is the brake. If the instrument and anything close to you can give you a lot of sorrow and joy, any uncontrolled instrument will be dangerous in around you. Any uncontrolled instrument will be dangerous around you. Sometimes in the crops they have a cutter. that cuts. I don't know what is it called. It cuts the crops. Huh? Harvester. It cuts the crops like that. Huh? And somebody was there, he forgot and he didn't know how to stop it and hand came in between, hand got cut. So many accidents happen in the factories, there are a lot of rules they have put now. You will be in a very bad situation if that happens. Any instrument will be very dangerous. What can give you highest can really take you the lowest also, if you are not knowing how to use it or it is not following. So constantly chisel your instrument, that mind is listening little more, it is more focusing. This is called self-control. It is not you do anything, because through that only you have to get your work done. Meditation, your mind only has to do. Sleeping, your mind only has to do. Talking, your mind only has to do. Mind means mind, intellect, all four. Speaking, mind only has to listen. Listening, mind only has to listen. So if these instruments are not well trained and tuned, it will not only create wastage of time, but it will make you do sin also, which you don't want to do. So this self-control was made. Third point was, with the self-control comes self-confidence. He said, you are not, this is the fourth point. Fourth point. That means you don't carry that I cannot do this. Self-confidence means when some goal is mentioned, you don't see it objectively. You see it subjectively. You say, no, I can also meditate. I'm not that useless. I can also by art, I'm not that useless. I can really make it happen. It is not that I'm so bad. My instruments will follow. If I need to get up, I'll get up. If I need to sleep, I can sleep in the class. If my instrument follow me, if I have promised I won't get angry, I won't get angry. Sometimes children play a game, so they have to make faces in front of you and you don't have to laugh. There is children have game, I don't know you have seen or not. So you don't have to laugh, and he won't touch you, but he will make some face. So he will make his, and you see, I cannot play. So as much as you exert your will, right will, mind is talking or you are talking to mind. So when you start talking to mind, you become a seeker. And when mind talks to you, you are a worldly person. Because when you will talk, you will refer to the scriptures and you will be talking senses. And mind will be chatting its own vasanas. This is 4 point. 5th point, please note, 1st to 9th verse and 16th and 17th verse. This is Bahiranga Sadhana. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya swapnasu. That is moderation in everything. So you are not going to do in excess. Shanai pantha, shanai kantha, shanai parvat langanam. Shanai bhukti, shanai mukti. Walk slowly, think slowly, conclude slowly. If you don't conclude. Stitch the cloth slowly. Climb the mountain slowly. No need to overexert. Don't do it so that your instrument is not ready. Well, but he does it, he has trained it to do therefore he can do for a long time. You have not trained. Don't do something without training. Well, he can sit for 5 hours. I sit, I'll also sit. See, if you force, you will have problem in your knees and all these places. Your capacities are different. His 5 hours has come after many years, and you have to train to get to 5 hours. First sit for half an hour. So this is called the moderation. Well, but he left everything. When I go out, these things happen. People see me leaving this, that. They also leave, some of them, out of inspiration. Quite a scene is there. So what this served to me, well, hum bhi yahi khayenge. And the way they eat, you can see. Soups, hardly any salt is there. There's no salt. And interesting thing is, the posture next to you is eating nice food, dahi, bada, samosa, and he's watching that. But then he says, please, we should have separate rooms to eat. Don't imitate. Well, but it is very important, it will make your health. Everybody is different, relax. Take in lesser quantity. You are taking 11 dahi badas, take only 5. So, from 11, make it daily 5, then make it 4, slowly. But Panch Mahabhut is there, yes, Panch Mahabhut is there, 11 Rudra are there. So all Devatas you follow, 12 Aditya, 11 Rudra. I think you should go to Ashwini Kumar. Then he said, no, 8 we should take, 8 Vasus are there. No, don't worry. So go slowly. These are the 6 sadhanas in Bahirang sadhanani. So first to 9th mantra, slok, and 16th and 17th slok. Especially your rising and sleeping, I have seen most of the people have uncontrolled sleeping habit and uncontrolled eating habits. That is not right for the seeker, because seeker is, if sleeping is a very important aspect of your sadhana, it will disturb your meditation especially. And therefore ashrams have fixed sleeping times, etc. Now antarang sadhana. So bahirang sadhana, you make the world not a stumbling block, a stepping stone. Now you have to come more deeper inside. I told you, no, you go inside. Antarang sadhana is, you have around 5-6 instruments there. You have body, you have mind, you have prana, you have sense organ, you have intellect. How they should be placed? What should be inner ambience of my mind and body and prana? So creating and inviting ambience of my sense organ, etc. is antarang sadhana. And that is mentioned in this process from 10th verse to 15th verse. You know, there is scattered, therefore I have to take here and there. It's 6th chapter. First thing is, there are 8 points in antarang sadhana. 6 was in bahirang sadhana. Don't forget that. We are going summary, I will not go in details. So, you can note it, maybe my number may be 4, 5, it may be different. 10th to 15th verse is antarang sadhana. So there are 8 points in this. Number 1 is place of meditation. The place of meditation should be samskarit place. That means it should have samskar of meditation. If you meditate on your bed, it won't be there. Some people, what they do, early in the morning, they sit on the bed. Because sleep has not gone and sleep samskar is there. I will just suggest you, please use bed only for sleeping. Don't even read on the bed. Well, but I read on there is no table chair in my room. Or you take, no, don't take this, sorry. Don't take any desk in your room. You discuss, because you have counted desk and inventory, let me know. Because, how many things I forgot, here I can say. No desk taking from here, if you want, we will arrange something for you. But what happens when you change, body is not tuned. See, you know what, if you change your place where you sit here, you'll feel a little uncomfortable because body, your samskar, your place has been fixed. Mind works in conditioning. Today Zoom call was here. I was not fitting into it because that habit is not to talk like that. We should have done it here. Later on I thought. Here also we could, as we did in Guwahati. So that could have been done. Mind is not conditioned to that. So place means you have to samskarize that place. What is this, English or Hindi? It is Hinglish. You have to condition that place. Every day when you sit. And Bhashika writes in what is it called? In mountains or near river, there is a samskar. The trees give the samskar. Pine trees are there. When I went to solitude this time, all around surrounded by pine trees. All around. Only trees. And not a single man you see anywhere. No car, horn, nothing. Nobody around. Only trees are there. And in the night, animals come. So you can just meditate. So place of meditation. Shuchau deshe pratisthapya sthiram asanam atmana. Shuchi desh should be there. Well, but I don't have mountain here. No. But in your room, you can make asana. Therefore, I could not, because mountain I am not getting. Second is the time factor. Time factor means fix a time of your. If you do any action a particular time, the body will demand that action at that time. Your nature will be more. If you take bath at 7 o'clock, every day 7 o'clock body will ask you to take bath. Even going to washroom at a fixed time, body will demand that you should go. And when body demands, it is easier to get it done. Body says, come and sit in meditation. Why? Because you sit every day. Every day you keep on changing your timing. Then it will be difficult for you to force the body. And therefore I say, please do fix action at a fixed time. For a fixed duration. This is the easy way to control your mind. Your sankalp will become disturbed otherwise. So time of meditation you have fixed it. Preferably early morning or 12 o'clock or evening. Or those who are yogis, not for you all, deep late night after 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Play what? I am not yogi. I am also yogi. No, yogi means those who are exclusively devoted to meditation. Those have no other work. Extreme life of meditation. For them, it is said, those who have slept by 8 o'clock, then they can get up 1 or 2 o'clock. So 4 times are there of meditation. But don't choose a time when after sun rises and you meditate, what happens after that? That Rajogun comes up. So energy of the sun and your mind is affected. So your mind is not that quiet as it is in very early hours. So you are capitalizing the peace of the Prakriti with you. With the sunrise, Rajogun comes up and Satgun comes down. So it will affect you otherwise. The place of meditation, second is time of meditation. Third is seat of meditation. Natyutsitam nati nicham. Chailajin kushottaram. Don't share your asana, etc. And don't make it very hard and don't make it very soft, spongy. You sunk under that. You have sunk. Ghus gaye andar. It is too foamy. So these 2 legs are hanging like that. You have gone inside. So not that. It is so soft. It is कॉलेज मेडिटेशन हुआ मैम ऐसे हो गए घुस गया जैसे लाइक इन द घी समथिंग हैज बीन पुट It should not be very hard that you have lot of pain. Put some blanket, something, sheet like you have put. Something. Don't be on a bare earth, you should not sit, because earth pulls your tapasya otherwise. If you are sitting for a long time. This is number 4. No, what is it? Time, place, time, seat. 4th comes body condition. Body condition is samakkaya shiro grivam dharyan nachalam sthira. You should have a posture so that you can sit for long time without the knees taking your attention. Because you have to go beyond the body, and therefore parking of the body is very important. If body itself is numb, it has gone numb somewhere, and if the base area is less, the center of gravity of the body will not fall within the base area, so you will do like this at that time. Therefore, chair sitting is difficult in this manner. Many times you must have, after some time there is leaning somewhere in the chair. Slowly you will see. Or you come front like that. Somewhere. So what happened? The prana are disturbed because of the body. Prana has lot to do with the body. If body is not stable, prana will not be stable, and mind and prana are connected. And therefore, I think one day back I was telling, body condition is required. This is the 4th point. 5th point is condition of sense organ. In that especially hand and eyes. Hand should not be moving, the finger should not be fidgeting here and there, that you do like this. Sometime I see here sitting, a person is doing like this. Or he is playing with the pen. Because Rajogun is there, it has to come out somewhere. Or they are moving their toes. Somewhere they are moving their toes. They don't. How do I know? The cloth is moving. The cloth or the sari is fluttering around like that. कुछ नहीं मिला भाई ऐसे ऐसे हिला रहे हो. So, or the lungi is moving. So you have to be careful. Any movement. Shrihi Achaplam Shabd has been given in Devi Sambha. You come here and see what scenes are there. Maharishi Patanjali says in Yoga Sutra as Angam Ajayatvam, as one of the obstacles of meditation. Ajayatvam, you have not conquered that. I told you in meditation there was one ashram. He used to see students sit and all were shaved, so he used to put one pea on the top, peanut. And if peanut had fallen, you'll get it. Imagine that. You're thinking it will fall. Or somebody will take it and eat also. So body, sense organ means eyes and ear. Samprekshanasakagram sam dishaschanavalokayan. Eyes should not be moving inside. That is the 5th condition. 5th or 6th? 5th condition. 6th condition is condition of breathing. Prana panav samaukritva nasa abhyantar charanav. So breathing is very, very important. Initially you can have heavy breathing. But I told also, when the prana dissolves in the mind, then it is meditation and samadhi. And when mind dissolves in the prana, it is sleep. Therefore, in deep sleep, you will have very heavy sleep. Breathing will be. Like that. You must have observed with others. And when you go to sleep, supposing you are about to sleep, so in the class or while studying sometimes, so you can hear the sound. And then you sometimes wake up by your own sound. Huh. You wake up by that. That also happens. So, you have to be very careful that sleep, the prana should be, whenever I am taking in meditation, not at other time. Other time you are supposed to have deep breathing, no doubt. Prana vikshan it is said. But you are more observing the prana, not pranayam, prana vikshan. In pranayam there is a karta. There is one forcefully one who is making you do anulom vilom or bhastrika or kapal bhati, or you do like that. There is a karta. Here karta is not there. You just allow as if the prana vayu is coming and going. I am not a part of inhaling and exhaling. It is not a pranayam, it is prana vikshan, observing the prana and disidentifying with the prana. This is the sixth point. Seventh point. Eighth point is condition of the mind. At that time, become mental sannyasi. Means, in Kaivalya one line comes, Atyashramasta sakalendriyani nirudya bhaktya swagurum pranamya. You become sannyasi. I have no one. I disclaim all. For 5 minutes, I have no relation, no work, nothing. This is 7th point. In meditation. And in day also, for some time everybody should leave everything and just relax. No work, no phone, no work, no one to see. Either that time will be jap time or puja time. Totally be, therefore sankalp is taken before upasana. That I change my identity for 1 hour or half an hour. I don't demand anything, I am just for the God. This day is for you, whatever you will say, I'll do. Sometimes some people say, you say, by this 1 hour is for you or 2 hours is for you, whatever you want, I'll do that. So 1 hour in a day, half an hour in a day should be, I am not office, I don't belong to wife, husband, child, mother, father. I only belong to God or I only belong to self. And this is only for chintana of the self. It makes a difference when you take a sankalp. You have to suggest, no, I am not a father, I am not a son, I am not a worker. This change in our introduction in our eyes makes a difference. You know, a girl who is there and she gets married. And all of a sudden, somebody calls from their mic. I said, please come. Tomorrow is brother's birthday and all these things. She says, no, tomorrow my husband is going. So it won't be looking good if I am not here. Especially he's going for a long trip. I have to do the packing and see off. By 7 o'clock, I have to be there. I cannot come. Why she says like that? Because she feels guilty when she is not doing her duty as a wife. I should feel guilty when the thought is going outside. That why this thought is going? I'm not a son, I'm not a daughter. It is just I'm a devotee or I am the self now. I always say, master 5 minutes before you master your life. In a day, you master 5 minutes. Any 5 minutes. That in this time, no anger, no passion, no expectation. Totally, I am like the Tapan Maharaj. Totally, I am quiet. I am not thinking about anything in the world. And therefore, atyashramasta sakalendriyani niruddha bhaktya swagrum pranamya hrit pundarikam virjam vishuddham vichinta madhye vishuddham vishokam achintam avyaktam mananta rupam shivam prashantam amritam brahmayonim. Kaivalya has said this point. Atyashramasta. You are doing job and you are thinking about work. Take water in your palm and say mama pata samasta durate kshaya dwara Shri Parmeshwar Pritartham Bhagwan Krishna Japam Karishya. I am doing japa or I am doing this. Nothing I'll think, at least I have no relation. And therefore, better to have different puja cloth. Earlier days, those who were doing puja, their puja cloth was different. They were not using the same. I also don't use the same cloth. When I come for puja in the morning, it's always a different lungi. That lungi is not used for regular. And that angvastra also is not used. So what happens moment I put on, that sankalp becomes very strong. Okay, this is I have to do puja with this. And this is just, I'm not saying you have to do like that. It is just to control our mind. So this is 8 point, 7 point, 8 point. Last point is condition of the intellect. And this has been mentioned in this chapter as Prashantatma Vigat Bihi Brahmachari Vrte Sthira. कुछ देर के लिए सब छोड़ दो काम. Never be in a track all the time. You will get sick. चाहे वो मॉर्निंग टाइम. हम तो बोलते हैं 5 मिनट रखो, 10 मिनट रखो. No work, nothing. Don't do even puja also. Don't do jap also. Just think about the Lord. Just if you are Sagur Sakar Upasak, think of the Lord. If you are Nirgun Nirakar, then you think on the self. But no work, I am not a person. Or just this body is not there. I am not in this 14 lokas, I am not there. And this exercise, one Maharshi did by seeing his dead body. He said, as if my body is dead and let me see what is there. Enjoy actionlessness also. All the time in a motion, in a running mood. This work, after that work. Mind is in a stress otherwise. You have to de-stress yourself. Because many doers are there inside and they are pushing each other. Jaldi karo, good is one. What happened? Where is the keys? I have left it somewhere. You are put, if I am telling you, you put blood pressure machine and you see how much it changes. It affects your internal heart. And therefore Bhagavan says, learn to live as relaxation, not for relaxation. You are not relaxing. I am of the nature of relaxation. Relaxing you eat, relaxing you walk, relaxing you talk. Let your whole day be little quiet and slow, rhythmic, non-anxious, vigatva chara. Last thing is condition of intellect. Intellect should be convinced this alone is the goal of my life, which you saw yogis Shreshth yesterday you saw. I hope this point is little clear. This is called antarang sadhnani, adjusting your inner equipments. Now third, mat chitta. You know what? Mat parha word Bhagavan has used. Highest is this meditation. And you should have value for the sadhana. Wherever you are doing whatever work. Somebody said, there was one speaker. He said, सब बेवकूफ लोग आके बैठ जाते हैं. हम किसको? हमने कहा देखो, if you don't have sadhan buddhi in that, you will not be doing sadhana. Never think they are listener. They are there for your purification. God has sent somebody. तुम अगर अपने साधना में ही तिरस्कार करोगे, if you neglect your sadhans only, then how will you have the inspiration to purify yourself? So don't say, meditation फंस गए यार. Every day satsang, I am caught up now. One day they should be free. I will go eat ice cream. I want to go to sea beach. Beachfront I want to go. Beach is there. We'll leave at 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock then we'll have dinner outside. 8 o'clock and I'll come back by 10 o'clock. That is called cheat day. Those who do dieting, they have one cheat day is there. Cheat day. महत्व बुद्धि होनी चाहिए. नहीं, इसी सत्संग से ही कोई अच्छा बना है. इस मेडिटेशन से ही अच्छा बना है. I will not be cured. The very starting is, I started my point that you have to create not knowledge of the God, attraction for the God, attraction for the self and dispassion. Both process, unless you think deliberately, that thinking will not become effortless. A singer starts with deliberation. He forces himself. Then one day that is effortless singing or effortless playing of the flute or tabla. In starting he was not playing. This was antaranga sadhana. Third point is dhyan surupam, on what to meditate, and dhyan phalam. I had touched this point, but we are concluding. 18th verse to 32nd verse. This is the long point. Earlier was 10 to 15, first was 1st to 9th. 1st to 9, 10 to 15, and this is, what about 16, 17? 16, 17 is Bahirang Sadhnani. 16, 17, I already told. And this is now 18 to 32nd is on what to meditate and what is the Dhyan Phalam. Two topics are interwoven in these verses. And what is Atma? So, which Atma? Second chapter. What was? Nitya, Satya, Sarvagat, Asanga, Akarta, Abhokta. These 5-6 points were from 13th verse, 12th verse, 2nd chapter to 25th verse. I had told it, if you remember, where it was said Atma is Nitya. Why? Dehino asmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptihi tirastatra muhyati. Like that, first was Atma was Nitya. Then na sato vidyate bhava, na bhavo vidyate sata. Then Atma was Satya mentioned. Then avinashitu tad vidhi yena sarvam idam tatam. Then Atma was mentioned as Sarvagat or Sarvyapi. Then Yainam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hanatam. Atma was not akarta or bhokta, avikari. These 5 points you dwell upon that. And this is called the asangata. This is called the क्या है वो श्लोक? अच्छेद्यो यमदाह्यो यम अक्लेद्यो असंगता. This you meditate. This is the you have to, like, you put a cloth in the water. Similarly, you have to dip your mind in these thoughts repeatedly. I am not a doer, etc. This is called dhyan swarupam. Then comes dhyan phalam. And in that Dhyan Phalam, if you remember, Nirvikalp Samadhi was not. If you have put, I think you may have written, I have mentioned also, there is 7 definitions of Samadhis are mentioned here. But I forgot. 7 definitions of Samadhi, if you remember. First was Chit Upramata. Yatro Paramate Chittam Niruddham Yoga Sevaya. The mind is now coming closer to the self. Second definition was Atma Darshanam. Yatra Chaivatmanatmanam Pashyan Atmani Tushyati. Third definition was Sukham Atyantikam Yattad Buddhi Grahya Matindriyam Atyantik Sukha. Yatro Paramate, the total withdrawal in the self, first definition. Second was seeing the self. Third was absolute joy in the self. Fourth was Tattva Nishtha. Tattva Nishtha. What is Tattva Nishtha? बोलो Tattva Nishtha क्या है? Yasmin sthito na dukkhena guruna api vichalyate. Established in one's nature. Then, last one, what is there? This is the Sattvanishtha. Fifth is Yal Labhat. Yam Labdhvana Param Labham. So that is absolute gain, Atyantik Labham. Sixth definition is Atyantik Dukh Nivritti, absolute cessation of sorrows. And seventh definition is Dukh Sanyog Viyog. The dissociation with the association with sorrow is called Samadhi. Yoga, actually. You must have written it in your book. You must have jotted it down if you were in the class. If you are gone somewhere, then you may not have missed it. Each class is unique because some new points are there in there. So if you miss it, it is better you hear it. So this was Dhyan. And ultimately, from 30th, this was till 32nd shlok. In that also, in 32nd also, it was mentioned, if you remember, Samatvam was mentioned. Seeing the self everywhere. Sarvabhutastam sarvbhutani chatmani ikshate yogyuktatma sarvatra samdarshana. This is third topic. Fourth topic is Dhyan Pratibandh. What are the obstacles to meditation which Arjun had asked, especially Vikshep? My mind is not controllable. I had taken this in our recent. My mind is turbulent and all these things. Like you can't catch a wind, I cannot catch my mind. See, people say such things without putting any effort. And Bhagavan has given the answer, what? Abhyas and Vairagya. I had taken a lot of time in explaining what is Abhyas and what is Vairagya. Bhavana Abhyas was there, Upasana Abhyas was there, Vivek Abhyas was there, and Dosh Darshan Abhyas was there. 4 Abhyas has living. Actually, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all are certain Abhyas only. And Odia Baba used to say, motherhood comes. So if, or you supposing somebody has a sister, so that brother sits near the sister, he will never feel any bad thought in his mind because of the abhyas that she is my sister. Or the father will never think because he has a strong thought that she is my daughter. Because there is an abhyas that he has been practicing, that she is my daughter, she has been daughter, she has been daughter, or she is my sister. But supposing they don't know each other, and they meet after 20 years, then he will be very conscious, I think, and no bad thought should come in my mind. Because that abhyas is not there. This is the power of practice. Sadhu log hai, they give all the example. I don't give. But they have the right to give. So they used to give such examples to make us do abhyas. The bhavana abhyas, whatever I will get, I will not be rejecting it, or I will not be reacting to it. I will accept gracefully. Gurudev, somebody wrote a letter, I am suffering a lot. All these things. On the same letter, he used to reply many times. He wrote, suffer gracefully. Just an om. He had a typical om that we all know. Put om. And sometimes that om scanned the whole page. Bas. When you detest, reject, abstain, so you create extra importance for it. That is not abhyas. किसी को reject मत करो. Situation को भी reject मत करो. Failure को भी reject मत करो. More you do abhyas, more you will become very different than others. This lot of talent show comes, and somebody, jugglers I see in Johannesburg. 6 balls are there and juggling. वो सब अभ्यास है. A very, very powerful faculty is there of Abhyas. One person is there, on the top of his head another person is there. Understood? Huh? Other person not on top of it. His head is on his head, upside down. And he is climbing on the staircase. Imagine that. And like this. And he knows the balance, when the balance is not, he is doing like that. And the whole audience is holding their breath. Oh. And some do like this. Oh, I cannot see all these things. Oh my God. Because if he falls, he'll break everything. So it's scary. But because Abhyas is there, he can do it. You create a track in your mind for a similar thought, which is meditation friendly thought. So you can control. I am telling you, nobody is uncontrolled on all issues. You are controlled on those issues where you are extremely attached, you are extremely hate somebody, you have a jealousy somewhere, you have a pride somewhere. Then only your thoughts go totally out of control. Then you cross your limits in that area. Otherwise, mind is not that crossing limits all the time. I am not bad all the time. Certain time I am monster, but certain time I am man or monstrous, as the case may be. What monster is not there? Whatever is there. Lady monster, monstrous. It can be few seconds. Everybody has devil hiding in him. There is a Rakshas inside. And therefore, if you go in the Garbhagriha, there is one Rakshas inside, the Prabhavali. But Bhagavan is seated on that. Don't allow that demon, uncontrolled Kam, Krodh, Rag, Dvesh, shouting, screaming, speaking badly. Don't allow this to happen. Practice it. इतनी प्रैक्टिस हो जाती है, आई एम टेलिंग यू, जीवन मुक्ति विवेक says at one place that if somebody has cut your hand and somebody is putting chandan and pressing, you should have no dvesh with him and no rag with this person who is putting chandan. इतनी प्रैक्टिस करो तुम कि हम आत्मा ही है, हम ब्रह्म ही है. Therefore rag dvesh should go. You need lot of practice. Not little practice won't work because you have done lot of wrong practice. Day and night you have thought I am better. Day and night you have thought I am son, daughter. Day and night you have thought I am, he has insulted me. You have made it very reality. Or sometimes I am not good, I am bad. You have unnecessarily put a condition. You are not bad all the time. On every issue you are not bad. ये गलत बना दिया तुमने अपने आप को. And right abhyas will lead to vairag. Vairag means objectification, if you remember, and vairag will lead to abhyas. This is called fourth topic. See, fourth, dhyan pratibandh. Next topic was fifth topic was yog bhrashta. Recently we saw, so you will. How much we gave time to Yog Bhrasht? Although Bhrasht word is very negative sounding, but Arjun has used it, he is very high class person. He has missed to know the self because of his two reasons I told you. Either he was not that withdrawn, he was not that focused, or his age was over. In both the cases, in first case he goes through the swarg, in second case he is born in a very spiritual house, and there the vague of his previous vasana pulls him towards meditation. I told about Yog Bhrashta recently, so I will not give time. So I told you in short, the samskar is maintained and the beautiful opportunity is for that surrounding. You are a VIP child. VIP, because you are, gods and devatas will give you very spiritual environment. Because this is what you had wished and prayed many times to God. You had wished and prayed, but you passed away. That prayer is carried now. You are a VIP person in this. Purva Janma Vasana. And after, this was from 37 to 45th slok. And this topic of mind was from 35th to 35th, 2 slokas. 33, 34, 35 was question. 36, 37, this was there. And after that, last 2 verses are on Dhyan Yogi's praise has been done. And this praise is done for meditation. And this completes that among all yogis, because he has little work remaining, therefore he is superior most. His obstacles are very less in compared to everybody. He is just on the threshold of knowing the self. Just thoda sa, bas, thoda sa. Food is cooked, 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, just 2 minutes dijayega bas. This is this. Are you realizing self? 2 minutes, bas little only, 1 2 year. And Karma Yogi, he is putting the seeds of the wheat. So therefore, it is much more. It's a long way to go. So this completes the chapter 46 and 47. So first to 9 shlok, and after that 16th and 11th, 17th shlok. Then 10 to 15 shlok. Then 16 to 32nd shlok was Dhyan Swarupam and Dhyan Phalam. Then 33rd to 36th shlok is Dhyan Pratibandh. Then 37th shlok to 45th shlok is Yog Bhrasht. Then 46th, 47th shlok is conclusion. This is, you have a panorama of the whole chapter. I hope you have enjoyed this chapter. It is one of my favorite chapters, and it attracts me a lot, and it is very important chapter for seekers of truth. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan